So one thing I did today in class I just got out of was a BLS, basic life saving class, and I renewed my certifications in CPR, which also taught how to use an AED device. This is something that I suggest everybody does, is to have a basic life saving course and basic CPR class, because you never know when something's going to happen, or you never know when your services are going to be needed. And the last time I actually got certified was in high school almost 40 years ago. So even though I kind of kept up on the knowledge, I never renewed the certification. So it was time that I actually renew it, and certifications last for 2 years. The second class I'm going to be taking is the basic first aid class, which is in a month from now, and I'll get an actual card that says I'm certified in both. And then the third one I want to take, which is a little bit more expensive, is Stop the Bleed. And the reason why I suggest is if you do any activity at all outdoors, or any activity at all, or go anywhere, you never know when you're going to have a situation where you're going to have to help someone, whether that's they've had a heart attack, or they have some sort of situation where you need to administer first aid. So it's really good to have that knowledge and know legally how you're protected, and also just to be able to help out each other. But yeah, if you're involved in any situation at all where you're doing outdoor activities, or you're around children, mentoring children, a lot of places and a lot of jobs now, it's actually required that you are certified in CPR and first aid in order to even get jobs, especially if you're working with children or any type of humanitarian environment. So it's something I really suggest doing. I'm glad I took the course as a refresher. A lot of it was still the same as when I first took the course 40 years ago, and also what I kept up with, but there have been a few changes that the American Heart Association recommends, and stuff that you really don't need to do anymore. So I really suggest taking it. It's for a non-healthcare provider, in other words, basically just a public person. It's a 2.5 hour course. Healthcare is a little bit more involved, but if you're like a teacher, a mentor, or just somebody, who wants to have the knowledge to help out in the community if something happens, or in a family situation, I suggest taking the 2.5 hour course. It was really worth it. It wasn't that expensive.